So does that shot look familiar to you? So frustrating. We've just missed the green. We got what looks like a pretty straightforward chip, and we duff it a couple of yards in front of us and we face with the same shot again. Well, with a couple of setup changes, we can make sure that you never hit that shot again, and that's exactly what we're going to show you in this video. So thank you for joining me here at the Forest of Arden, where we're talking about short game and how to deal with this situation and make sure you never hit one of those duff shots again. Just before we get started and get into that video, if you're new here, I would love you to be part of my channel, be a subscriber, and we can help you play some better golf this year. There is a clickable link in the description box down below, or there's one at the end of the video. If you'd rather wait for that one, it's going to be my logo, it'll appear. Just give that a click and you'll be able to be part of my channel, and 3 videos coming each every week to help you play some better golf. So this looks fairly straightforward. It's just to the side of the green. I've got plenty of green I can use. All I need to do is let that ball just land on the green and roll out to the flag. But why does it give us so many issues? Well, when we take a closer look at the shot that I've just hit, we can see just where the club entered the grass. It was a good probably foot behind the golf ball. So by the time the golf club reaches the ball, it's got hardly any speed, not enough speed to get that ball out, and certainly not enough speed to get that ball to get to that hole. So it ends up just going a couple of feet in front of us. But when we have enough speed to get the club through the grass, we run the risk of hitting the ball far too far over the other side. So that's where we really get stuck with these shots, and that's why we hit so many of those poor shots. So I took a 9-iron there because I believed that was the right club to get that ball just landing on the front of the green and rolling out to the flag. But because that was the right kind of loft, my setup was fairly normal. The ball was pretty much in the middle of me. I had a little bit of weight on my lead side, but that setup creates a very shallow approach into the ball. That's when we get all of that rough caught between the club and the ball. So what I really need to do is I really need to create a steeper approach to miss out some of that grass. I'm therefore much better at being able to control the pace that the club has through the impact area. I'm much better at controlling how much speed the ball has off the club face, and ultimately my results are going to get much better. So how do I create that steeper angle of attack? Well, the first thing I need to do is I need to get myself much closer to the target than the ball. So look at the buttons on my shirt. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk forwards so you can see that I'm now a good few inches in front of that golf ball. I'm now going to take the golf club with me. So I've got a significant tilt or angle in that club shaft. Then if I add a little bit of weight to the lead side, it tends to create a little bit of a less tilt away from the target, almost a little bit of a tilt towards the target. And that setup is going to create a motion where my club moves up out of the grass much quicker. And then when it returns to the golf ball, it's going to be much steeper, and I'm going to avoid a lot more of that grass. And like we said a moment ago, that helps me better control how the ball comes out of this lie. Now the problem is with that starting position, I'm taking my 9, I'm de-lofting it quite a lot, probably down towards maybe a 7 or a 6 iron. Now the shot here doesn't really call for that. So we're actually going to put that 9-iron back, and we're going to take something with a lot more loft. So I'm going to actually use my 56-degree club. Now when I take that same starting position, I de-loft that 56, I'm now turning that into more like the 9-iron that I selected for that shot in the first place. So effectively when I'm taking my setup, the club's loft is very similar to what it had on that first shot, but I've created a situation where I'm going to be steeper into the back of the ball, and that's going to help me control the strike and be a little bit more consistent in how that ball comes out. So let's have a go. Standing well in front of the ball, bit of weight on the lead side, quite a bit of angle in that club shaft. That's going to create the steepness. All I need to do now is just commit to that and feel like the golf club works a little bit more up, a little bit more down, and the ball should come out more like that 9-iron. Okay, popped out, rolling out, and from that situation, I'd be pretty happy that's probably only a couple of feet away. The other thing you can do, which is really useful, is try and find a situation very close to your ball where the grass looks a very similar length and sort of density, and actually have some practice swings. So as I'm making these practice swings, I'm really starting to feel and sense, you know, what that grass is going to do to my club, how much resistance is it going to offer me. And as I'm making those practice swings, I'm almost letting that kind of feed my body. I'm potentially starting to increase my grip pressure to deal with that situation. But what I'm really trying to do with those practice swings is make sure that when I'm over that golf ball and I make my swing, nothing is a surprise. I'm not surprised at how thick the grass was or how much it grabbed my club. I'm using my practice swings to make sure I can build that information, get it into my body so I can execute the shot much better. So when the rough is a little thick around the green, get the ball back, put the weight forward, lean the shaft forward, make it a little steeper, adjust the club selection depending on what you're trying to do, and that should help you avoid those duff shots, help you get up and down a little bit more often and keep that momentum going, because very often from here we're trying to get up and down to save par, and that's really important in the grand scheme of things in the round of golf, to keep that momentum going and make sure your score reflects how well you've played that day. So hopefully that helps. Usual stuff is down below. There's a comments box down there's a like button, and also that subscribe link that we spoke about at the start of the video is over there. Give that a click. Would love you to be part of my channel, and together we can help you play some better golf and enjoy your time on the course just that little bit more. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here again soon.